Welcome in, everybody. It is another episode of Scarves and Spikes, the Dungeon Edition. you can tell we have somebody a little different with us today. Henry over here, Henry Higuita from Scarves and Spikes. What's going on, buddy?
It's all good. How are you guys doing tonight?
That's not Sydney.
What happened to Sydney?
Uh,
Where's Sydney go?
I have hair. Is that the difference?
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, but you know, but you can't grow a beard. That's
Sorry,
the other
Sydney.
difference.
Oh, yeah.
Have hair in the wrong place. Gotcha.
That's okay. Eventually, you'll get there. You just got to keep shaving it. Eventually, it'll come in.
That's what people keep telling me.
Yeah. You just got
And
to
I
keep
try
working
and I
on
try and it just won't. Just got to keep trying, huh?
it. Yep. So
Sure.
we have a super, super busy episode today. We have us talking about the Columbus Crew. We are going to witness a live murder here on YouTube. Paulo Neto, Atlanta's eMLS star legend, is going to be joining us in a little bit. He's going to hop on and hopefully not take it easy on me in EAFC. And we'll see how it goes. So,
Well, if you saw us last night, we were trying to test this to figure out. We were gonna try to have a 3-against-1 thing, but we couldn't figure it out, so it just ended up being Tyler and I playing against each other. It went well.
they went okay.
I was getting you ready.
good
I was
derbies.
getting you ready for it.
Yeah. If that's what you want to call it. If that's what you want to call
I
it.
scored some ridiculous goals on you last night.
Yeah, so did
That's
I.
not a great omen for what's to come later tonight, is it?
I was preparing him for sadness.
Yeah. Oh, I'm all right. I didn't need any preparation for what's about to happen.
How many
At all.
push-ups did you do this morning to get ready
All
for
of
this?
them. All of them.
2?
I've been outside. I've been doing 20. Let's say 20. At least give me some kind of credit.
I don't think I've done 20 since high school.
Well, you got to get caught up.
Back in the 70s.
Wow. Wow.
I'm not that.
Meanwhile, the child is over here with us.
Yeah, right.
Is that
I love
me?
it.
Am I the child?
Yes. Paolo will be on with us in about a half hour, around 7:30. So you've got plenty of time to go get popcorn or whatever other snack you like to watch while witnessing crime drama. But in the meantime, we have some things to talk about. Obviously, we had a game. Atlanta opened up the season. Columbus Crew up in Columbus. 1-0 loss, so we'll get to that. But make sure you guys check out scarvesandspikes.com. We'll get the new website up and running. It's busy. There is actually a great article by our very own Henry that is about Paulo Neto over on the site live right now. We'll get you the link in the chat in a minute. And Patreon, make sure you support us on Patreon. It's patreon.com/scarvesandspikes. We've got plenty of content there, and you get access to our Discord. And then we also have a shop with some cool stuff like hats and mugs and beer glasses and hoodies and everything else. So
And
That's all
for a cost of only $100, you could beat Tyler in FIFA.
oh yes,
I'm
as many
sorry.
times as you want.
EAFC.
Publicly, on
Yeah,
stream.
Yeah, now that we've invested in this beautiful way to let everybody know how bad I am at EAFC, we're gonna have to do a Halo stream at one point, so I don't lose all credibility.
Sure.
Whatever, Tommy. All right, so first
We have to
thoughts.
talk about this game.
Yes, we have to talk about this game. First thoughts, Tommy. What were your first thoughts about this opening day match?
So being at the game, I will tell you the atmosphere was electric, and I would say it was almost as electric as MLS Cup. The fans were ready for this game. You know, they did go out there and get their rings right before. It was loud. It was not a terrible day. It was cold. The wind chill was not great. If you were in the sun, you were fine. But if you were not, your fingers are very red. But
You look like Rudolph. That day.
yeah, right. Oh my gosh, my nose. Yeah, it was like orange. I thought they were nervous. I thought Atlanta looked very nervous, especially in the first 30-ish minutes. They were just trying to hold on, trying to figure out what they were doing. You've got your entire defensive side that you've brought on. 3 guys have never played a minute, in a real game before, and they were trying to feel it out. And then you also have Brad Guzan, who hasn't played with these guys, and boy, were some of Brad's passes bad to them. Like usually I'm seeing him just roof it into like the 20th row, right? Like out there, just kick it out and just YOLO it down there. No, I mean he was just making like simple passes, and it's just completely missed. Was it Gregerson? I think at one point. I'm like, what is he doing? Started getting it back together in the second half. Things started looking a little positive. Saba grew into the game a little bit, which I think was important. I think that's helped get them some of the momentum back. But it wasn't enough, and you lose 1-0 on the road. And only one road team got a result. Or I'm sorry, got the win, right? Got the win.
Yeah.
There were some draws there. But
Plenty of draws.
one team. Yeah. A lot of draws. But it's the champs opening day. The world just exploded on Twitter, and I know that like every season you get used to, you forget about it. Like I'm gonna go on here and everyone's gonna be reasonable, say that things are okay and it's not the end of the world. But Lord Almighty,
What internet do you
Gregerson's a bust. Williams is a bust. Brad Guzan, if he didn't make that save, like Brad would have came home and his entire house would have been moved because the fans would have moved him out of the town. Like that's where it was, because it was just the overreactions there. But 1-0. Look back at all these games that we've played against Columbus over the last year. I know there was the 1-1 draw in Atlanta, where I think Robinson scored late. All the other ones, you got destroyed. You got absolutely rocked in every one of them. You take our lineup from the playoffs and you put it in this game, we would have lost 4-0, guaranteed. How was that too?
Oh, but maybe bringing everybody up.
Well, no, I'm just thinking about like the team that we went into the playoffs with last year, right?
Yeah.
Like it was so bad defensively. We didn't look that bad. Yeah, we looked shaky, but it wasn't terrible. It's okay. I'm sad we didn't score, but it's okay. We had opportunities. And I'm going to calm down now.
That's okay. You're just building up to your rant. Henry, what you got?
Kind of a lot of the same things as Tommy there. Rough first half. Columbus did what Columbus under Wilfred Nancy does, and they just pick you apart, man. They exploit your weaknesses, and for Atlanta United, it was the long switches of play that were very frequent, and they do it very, very well. They bring all of the players, all of Atlanta's players, they kind of lure them to one side to open space on the other flank. And those switches were killing Atlanta. They just couldn't handle them. And, they were getting pulled out of position on several occasions. I know that typically when Atlanta United's in possession, under this system that they have, they like to go to a sort of three in the back, with Gregerson moving all the way to kind of the right side so that Brooks Lennon can push forward. But whenever they did that and Columbus recovered possession, they were just completely exposed. And it ended up being kind of a mix of positions for Lennon and for Gregerson, in that sometimes because Lennon was so far up, Gregerson would have to cover that position. And when you ideally want a player like him in the box, in the middle, to be big, get those blocks, get in the way. He's having to go to fully to the right side to cover the winger who is threatening the cross, and that happened. And then Lennon is ultimately the one that has to rotate and cover for Gregerson. And so you tell me, who would you prefer in the box, Gregerson or Lennon? Ultimately, as that last line of defense. I saw some good things from Williams. I think you see kind of why he was favored in this one over Abram. I think he's an absolute warrior, man. He was just going into tackles. He was very intelligent. He knows how to read the game, so he knows, okay, this is the time to step forward, to press this man at the front, and then this is the time to kind of wait for them to turn, be there to recover the ball. I saw some great stuff from him. Slish, rough first half, started growing into the second half. Then again, it's his, he's only trained with the team for what, a couple weeks, right? Yeah. He hasn't had a lot of playing time at this level with this group of players. So I understand him being rusty. I definitely expect that we're going to see better stuff from him in the coming games. Saba, I thought, could have done better in the first half, improved a lot in the second half. I feel like he was probably our most effective player in attack in that second half. Like he was just moving right. His touches were great. He was, I just he was fun to watch. He was the guy that we loved watching towards the end of last season. So hopefully he can continue to build off of that because he had a rough preseason, but it seems like he's kind of getting back there. And yeah, I mean, it's Columbus, guys. They're the defending champs. And when you go on the road and you hold Columbus to 1 goal, it's not terrible. Obviously, you wanted the win. Obviously, you wanted a result. You wanted revenge. But it's the first game of the season. It's not the end of the world. It's just, regroup and get ready for this home opener that's coming up.
We move. And we move. So I got to give credit, though. I got to give credit to Brad Gazan. Shiv saying in the chat, Gazan deserves a lot more credit, especially the save penalty. Haven't even really hit on that yet. But, yeah, I mean, I think if you're going to knock anything about Brad in this one, it's the distribution, right? Like, but it is what it is. You had a full shift out of that man on Saturday. He did everything he was supposed to do. I mean, even the goal that inevitably went in, he parries it away into space, away from goal, but then you've got an unmarked Cucho, which is crazy, running into the box. And he's going to put that away. But I was on Soccer Down here with John Nelson and the guys this morning. And one of the things that was brought up is it's not like Cucho had just a wide open net, right? Guzan was able to get up and track back over and try to make the save. But also you still had 2 Atlanta defenders that quickly moved over to that side to try to block the shot, and he put it between both of them. So it's a game of inches. We know this, but I can't look at this match and think the world's ending. I can't. Like this was not a terrible match. It's a loss is a terrible result no matter which way you look at it. But this is way better than getting played off the pitch 6-1 last year, right? Or some of the other matches that we've seen against Columbus. Let me ask you this. Would you, knowing what you had now and seeing social media, do you take Stian Gregerson, Derek Williams, and Bartosz Slish? Do you change anything with them compared to what you had last year at those 3 positions?
Are you saying, like, would I rather have Slish, Williams, and Gregerson over Rossetto, Abram, and Robinson?
Yeah.
Why are you even asking that question?
Because on social media, everybody's like, this is the end of the world. This is it. It's the same of the past 3 years. It's the same mistakes and everything else. But in my opinion, it's not. You had guys that they bent a lot. They only broke once, and it really, I don't even want to call it breaking. It wasn't bad. One of the best goal scorers in MLS nicked a goal. And then you had a better second half. You were the better team in the second half.
And if he hits that ball a second later, it gets blocked.
Yep.
Because go and watch the replay of that goal and look how small the space is between Williams, I believe, and Wiley, who immediately come to block. Like, if he doesn't hit it in that second, it does not go in. It's that simple. And like your question, like I get it. Like, people wanted the win, and obviously, you don't want to start the season with a loss. People have been waiting since November to see this team in action, and oh, we had all these additions, and people are rating Atlanta so highly. I think, and people are gonna yell at me for this, and people are gonna not like it.
Welcome to the
Ooh,
podcast.
I love yelling
world.
at you.
We
love yelling at you. Keep going.
You do, Tommy. I know you do. I know you very much love yelling at me.
It's fun. I'm listening.
But yeah,
Let's go.
I think we need a bit of patience to really see this team gel. The point that's repeatedly been brought up is that in 2018, Atlanta lost its opening game 4-0 to Houston.
5.
So, was it 5-0?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, see, that's even worse. So yeah, I mean, I think you'll see this team gel a bit. Just got to give them some time to really get used to each other, because a lot of the stuff that I also saw was like miscommunications, misreads, not knowing the tendencies of the players besides them. And that's normal for a team that has three very new players down the spine, like very new to this team. And it doesn't speak necessarily to their quality that they weren't good in that game. I think it's more so the fact that they haven't played with Brooks Lennon, with Brad Gazan, with Caleb Wiley, with Almada, right? But once you see them take a little bit more of that experience and play a little bit more with this group, I think you're going to see some improvement.
I think the best
You
thing
talk
that you
about
can
being
have,
confused. Sorry, Tyler, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I think the best thing that you can have happen in this match and going forward is this 2-week break, because you essentially get an extended preseason. You got one of your hardest matches of the season out of the way already. And now you get a little bit more time for all of these players. And Pineda even said it after the match, but you get Almada more time to gel with the new guys that he missed preseason with. The guys that were still working on the visas weren't as big of an issue this year, but you still weren't able to get them a full preseason. So now you got 2 weeks, and that can do wonders, especially when you get Almada, who needs to be on the same page as every other one of those players that we talked about.
That's what I was going to say, Almada. He just looked lost at points. Didn't know where everybody was moving. It was frustrating. I mean, they were getting him the ball a lot, which is great, but didn't really know too much what to do there. And I was hoping there wouldn't be that much of an issue, because everyone pretty much in front of him was the same. It's just behind him that was, but it still didn't look right there. Got a little bit better at the end, and Giakoumakis had that opportunity. Almada had an opportunity, didn't go in. It is what it is, but you need to look good against New England at home. One, because it's your home opener. Two, you're not good on the road. You need to get as many points as you can at home. And for Pineda, the noise will get louder. The noise has been loud, right, for a while. I talk about it all the time. That playoff win at home was just, I think, huge for him, because I think that it helped the fan base a little bit calm down. At least getting that dominating win against, which ended up being the MLS, champs. But it doesn't get easier, right? I think you have Orlando right after Miami, or after New England, right? So it's New England, and then you have Orlando. Orlando's supposed to be really good. They were okay, right? Opening weekend. They won yesterday, right?
Yeah, 3-1.
Yeah.
Against Cavalry.
They're going to be a good team, and it's rivalry. It's like, so you go on the road, you play the champs, then you come home for your opener against New England, and then you go up against one of your big rivals at home, right, on a Sunday. St. Patrick's Day. I think so. That game's going to be crazy. That game's going to be there. You're going to have a lot of people drinking a lot more than usual because it's St. Patrick's Day. That place is going to be rowdy in that stadium. It doesn't get easier. You have to win against New England, because I'm going to be there. You got to win.
There you go. This is the perfect time to remind everybody as well. Quick commercial break. Y'all need to come to the new Signia Hotel, the Nest on 4 bar, which is obviously on the 4th floor of the brand new hotel next to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, the giant one that you have seen grow like a little baby over the past couple of years, and it has now opened up. It's called Signia by Hilton, and we're going to be doing a live show there before the match, starting at 5:30, getting done about 6:40, 6:45. Plenty of time to get you guys in there, get to your seats, go enjoy the match. We'll be doing a live show, and it'll be fun. They'll have drink specials, so you keep an eye out. Social media, we'll give you guys something to go let them know to get you a drink special, and it'll just be fun. It'll be a good time, and you have a beautiful view overlooking Mercedes-Benz Stadium and the backyard.
And there's a Halo board, which is
and there's
cool.
a Halo board, yeah. Just
we
like
came up with a really good code word to get a discount on drinks. I promise you. When we tell it to you, you'll be very happy.
Is it Barry?
With us.
No,
that was second place voting. No more guesses.
You'll
Save
enjoy
it for
it
next week.
Yeah, wait. We'll get there.
We're
All
not
right,
telling
so
you a damn thing.
Darn.
I'm gonna take a
You,
sip,
you missed it. You missed what I said.
and he's thinking.
No,
I can see
I got it.
the cogs
Okay,
turning in his head.
No,
he's
I
thinking.
got it. It took a sec. That was good. All right.
Yeah, golf clap. I like it.
So Brad
what y'all?
Guzan, real quick. Well, sorry, I was gonna say Brad Guzan. No shocker, right?
I mean, no, it could have went either way, but I think at this point now it's totally his spot, and now Josh Cohen's got to fight for it because he didn't really put a foot wrong. Again, the distribution, passing, whatever, you can always do better with that. But Brad looked springy, which is not a word I thought I would use to describe Brad, and that's not an old joke. Just it's weird to say springy and Brad Guzan in the same sentence. But I thought he looked good. I thought he looked like he had a little more pep in his step for real, and if it was just a full off season that he needed to get over all the injuries that he's had going on, we'll take it because he saved a very, very tough shot and then essentially saved the other one, parried it away, and it just got put back in on a rebound. So, and he still was doing plenty of other things. Not perfect, but yeah, Josh Cohen's got to come after him now.
I watched him in warm-ups. He was making some nice saves, Josh.
Yeah. It's going to be real competition at that spot this year for sure. It's not going to be like it was in prior seasons. Josh is not going to be okay with sitting on the bench, and he's going to do what he can to fight for it, and that's fine. That's what you want.
But can Pineda ever pull that trigger?
A lot of variables that got to be in place before that happens. So
I just see Pineda, and like I see him as just like such a nice guy, and it feels like throughout the years, like there's been players that really struggled, and he's had a hard time getting them out of the lineup. Maybe stuck with those players a little bit too long.
Santiago
Marcos Rios.
Sosa.
Yeah, see, we
Eric
just named
Etienne.
two in like a second.
Sorry.
And then once they leave, then they just go away, and they go to the Pineda Island, and they disappear forever.
Marcelino Moreno.
Yeah, Moreno,
rest
Parada.
in peace, buddy.
Those guys
Hey,
just
but-
disappear. and
Sorry, I
you
had something in my throat.
Wow.
Etienne.
Wow. But if they're not now, don't get me started on Moreno. But if they're not doing the job, right, the trigger's got to be pulled at some point. And yeah, I would like to see him pull it a little earlier. That's the thing I see in the chat, like Shiv saying Araujo. No, Araujo never got that treatment.
He never went to the island.
until he left the whole planet entirely. There was no
He
island
left
for
before
Araujo.
he could be put on the island.
Yeah. So, but I mean, yes, maybe make some
That's
changes a
$1
little
for the
quicker.
Araujo comment.
Yes, it is.
Oh, we have an
Drop one.
Araujo swear jar.
We sure
Yep,
do.
we do. Oh
Sure
yeah.
do.
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay. But like Guzan,
Josetu
I
was
think-
captain. Oh, those days,
Oof.
the dark times.
But Guzan, yeah, I mean the job is his, and he looked pretty sharp against Columbus. Made some great saves, and yeah, competition's going to help kind of push those players a bit more. I don't want to say that before they weren't necessarily giving their all, but like here you really know, okay, if I like lose a step, I'm going to be on the bench, and obviously these guys, like professional soccer players, they hate being on the bench, right? They want to play. And Brad wants to play. And Cohen wants to play. So I think, having these two players there kind of pushing each other, pushing that level. I think they've talked about that before in preseason, after Cohen got signed and everything, about kind of what that level of competition can bring to the squad, to that position. And also, I mean, heaven forbid, I mean, if one of them has to lose time for some reason, then at least you have another option that is just as good, like on that same level. So I think it's good on all levels to have that kind of a competition in the squad.
What y'all think about the refereeing? Sheath saying, Ile de Pineda.
I thought it was decent. I didn't see like any major mistakes. There might have been a few missed calls here and there, but what referee doesn't miss calls? I mean, we've complained about the pro referees missing calls or getting stuff blatantly wrong a lot of times. So, I mean, I think a referee is entitled to a few kind of minor mistakes. I mean, they're all human. You have VAR for the big mistakes. I thought it was all right. I thought it was pretty decent refereeing. Now that LA Galaxy Miami game,
Don't you talk trash about that DJ. Don't you talk trash about that DJ. DJ MLS?
Yeah, with a totally missed call. Nobody ever touches anybody, and you go
the
out.
phantom
Hey,
yellow card, the
Yeah.
phantom second yellow.
second yellow. So was it a penalty? Was it a penalty with Stian?
Yeah.
No caveat, just yes.
There was
You stick with
contact.
what was called. You stick with what was called out there. I didn't see enough to reverse
There
it.
was contact, in my opinion. I mean, he destabilizes him, and that is the clear definition of a foul in the box. It's a penalty.
I disagree with y'all. I think
if it was called the other way, you don't change it. I think whatever was called on the field, you don't have enough to overturn it.
Yeah, to me, it's a coin toss for sure. Yes, it is a definition. I think of it could be a penalty, but this is a contact sport, guys. Like I hate to break it to anybody that doesn't realize that soccer is a contact sport. Now it's not hockey. We don't need people going in checking people, but I didn't think Stian went in that hot. I mean, he went in with some force. Yes, he had to do it to catch up. So at the end of the day, I think you would much rather take the risk than give Mo Farsi such a good opportunity on goal. And then, yeah, like Team said, ball don't lie. Brad Guzan makes a beautiful penalty save and gives his team a chance to fight back, right?
Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's his first ever penalty save for Atlanta United.
I think he had one in 2019, if I'm not mistaken.
Did he?
Shout out to, well, maybe I'm assuming it had to be him.
Because the Carlos Vela penalty doesn't count last year because it was repeated.
Right.
He forced a repeat, but we don't count that.
I don't think it was Atlanta's first save since 2019.
No, but his with Atlanta.
Right. Who would it have been in 2019? I'm trying to think.
Khan?
Well, yeah, I was going to say maybe Alec Khan, possibly. I don't know. That's a good question. Very, very good question. So, we're a few minutes away from getting Paulo on to quote unquote play me in EAFC. And we'll see how it goes down. Spoiler alert, it's not going to be good for me, but hey, whatever. Yeah, there we go.
Vegas has you as plus 1,000 to win this game.
Just plus 1,000?
For those that don't gamble, Tyler's in trouble.
I'm in trouble. I'm so screwed. So, speaking of, we're going to get Paulo in here, and we're going to chat with him for a minute as we get the game set up, and then y'all can witness whatever happens to me, to yours truly. But, Paulo, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, guys. How are you doing? How good?
Doing well.
Good.
So,
hey, Paulo.
Yeah, y'all are familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just talked like yesterday.
Yeah.
So, Paulo, you're getting ready to go, the day after tomorrow, right? To get back at it again?
Yeah, we have MLS League Series show in 2 days. We starting Friday. Yeah, so yeah, kind of practicing for the competition now.
Okay. So, I'm going to start getting this set up. The guys are going to chat with you while I get it set up. And if you want to go ahead and send me the invite while we're getting it all ready. And then
Okay, I think that I already invited you.
Okay. Perfect. Look, you're ahead of the game. Ahead of the game.
We tried to prepare him last night. Tyler and I were on playing, and it went okay.
And how it went?
Awful. Awful.
I maybe should be playing you. Well, I'll just say that's how it went. But he gave it a hard try.
Okay.
I taught him some moves.
He could score 10 goals on you.
Wow, Henry, just stirring the pot over here.
He says he doesn't want you to go easy on him. So
see who my real friends are.
Okay, I'm not going easy.
But yeah, please don't go easy on me. If I'm gonna get beat, I want to get beat. Okay.
Okay.
All right, let me swap this over so y'all still be able to hear me, but y'all will be seeing EAFC and me getting destroyed. All righty.
Oh
Switch
boy.
this up a little bit.
Is this gonna be Atlanta United versus Atlanta United?
Yeah, we'll keep it in house.
Nice.
Oh boy.
Is one gonna start Guzan and one's gonna start Cohen? Is this how we figure out who the starter is against New England?
Would be fun.
Oh boy. Look, I'm just gonna go in. I'm gonna go in with it how it is.
I want to see
Wish-
you.
Wish me luck.
I'm nervous for you.
So while you get all that set up, Paolo, we got obviously a few people in the chat just asking questions and everything. Somebody asking, how long does it take you to decide on your draft team for competitions?
How long? Like it depends. Takes a few days, like at least for eMLS, because I need to like practice with the players and yeah, like just try them a few days. So yeah, it depends. But I was like we played League Series one, and I kind of have the same restrictions basically for the League Series shoe. So I kind of knew most of the players that I would going to use.
Okay.
Is there a certain type of player that you like to play with? Like, do you like guys that are like extremely fast?
Yeah, like it's because we play on the Ultimate Team mode, so there are like different cards that are better or worse, and yeah, so we need to kind of adapt ourselves to the team.
One of the seasons I played, I had Jurgen Damm as the MVP of my team. I think
Yeah.
he was MLS Cup MVP. Yeah, just because he was fast. Like you put all the fast guys in at like the 75th minute, you're golden.
Yeah, like after the first half, it's good to have the like fast guys that get into the game. Let's see then.
Who's what team here? I can't.
So
I'm
Paulo
Who's red?
is 17's kit. Tyler is
Oh
the
boy, this
Forest
is getting
kit.
bad already.
And there's the first one for Paulo.
Look, I made it
Only took
almost 4 minutes.
4 minutes. Don't worry, Tyler. I believe in you. Come back.
Is
as
this
real.
like Fast and Furious, where you guys bet your cars?
Oh no, I'm not doing anything like that.
That would be good.
No.
It's like, yes, please.
How do you just glide through people like butter, man? This is ridiculous.
That was.
Oh, I love
filthy.
this. I love every
Was that with
second of this
Almada?
right now.
Oh wow.
Shh, Tommy. Oh, this is so bad. So who's the best? I think you played with Franco Escobar back in the day, right?
Yeah, Franco used it to be good, but
Not
yeah,
anymore.
but Luis is well, I think it was the best, like Luis Araujo at
Oh,
the
yeah.
FIFA.
I heard he was good.
He's quite good, to be honest.
So I have an old man rant here. So as these video games have progressed over the years, it
Taking out
seems
Cohen.
every year. Oh man, I'm
Well,
not going to be able to finish a
starts.
question before he scores another goal on you.
Oh.
If he
Okay,
could score a goal with every player in the starting lineup, that
No, that
That
would
would
be
be good.
hard.
He just starts running with Guzan.
oh man, if you could score
Oh my
with Brad
God.
Guzan, let's do it.
He could probably do it.
I don't think that I can, but maybe. Let's see. I'll give a shot on that.
So every game they add like something new, right? Like in Madden, FIFA, they always add like a couple different little tweaks to the game. Like when a new tweak comes out every year, like how do you practice that to like get ready to to be better than everyone else with that?
Oh,
Dude,
yeah,
you got this
off a
set up
set
like
piece,
science.
too.
like
a
for
GG.
example, I kind of the base kind of sustains like through the years, so I kind of know what's going to be good or not in FIFA. But yeah, like the new mechanics we just learn by like training and practicing,
is
especially
crazy.
when the game is out. So yeah, it's basically that. But And yeah, of course, people post videos on the
Yay!
internet, and we learn from them. And yeah, just watching other people playing as well. But basically, it's like that: practicing and seeing others playing.
I just turn off all the new things most of the time. Like when it was like, finesse finishing or whatever time finish. It's like, no, I don't have time for that. I know it makes you
Yeah,
better, but I just can't do it.
yeah. I think that like it's also a bit hard, like, especially like the time finishing, because it's not that simple. You need to kind of masterize it, and I think that like for the casual player, that of course I think that it's understandable to turn off. I think that just for the pros, you kind of need that.
Yeah, when you play people online, like like immediately, like when someone's got the time finishing, because man, they're just hitting bombs.
Ah, look at that. I'm resorting to what every lower division side does against a better team. I'm just going to ping it over the top. There, you've got my game plan, Paolo.
You had your game plan before this game even started.
Yes, I'm
On
clear.
the block. I think the game
You
plan
need
went out the
you
window.
need to
when
give a
Dutch
shot
scored.
on the match, like at least go like to the half of the field.
I'm trying.
He's trash talking you so much. I love it.
Come on, Tyler.
The next goal is worth 5, Tyler. I
Ah!
promise.
Yay, Josh
Man.
Cohen.
Yeah, Cohen is doing the job, man.
Oh man.
Okay.
Watch him hit it from there.
Ah, no way.
No.
So when
he's
you
like
say you
crazy.
train,
That's okay.
how do you train? Do you do the skill games in here, or do you just go online and play other people, or do you play the computer? What do you do?
No, like basically what we do like to practice and training is like playing against other pros. Like so I play against like the other players here on eMLS, the guys that are playing eMLS and that stuff. Also other professional. And like watch the games, like watch my games against these pros and see what like I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing like good, what I need to improve, and like seeing other like also other matches or like other people playing against each other, like other good pro players, to see what they are doing and try to improve that on put something on my game and that stuff. Okay, you got through the midfield.
Yeah.
No.
Oh no!
You got it. You got
Yay!
it.
This is like a goal for me. No.
This
No!
might be your only chance.
No
Yes!
way!
Yes.
No
I-
way!
That was
peaked.
worth 5.
I've peaked.
You're up.
This is the best thing that'll ever happen.
No way, man! Jacko Marcus, man, the guy really likes to score.
Put it
I'm
in the
so
loop.
happy. Oh, I need another beer.
So, Paulo, when you analyze kind of your opponent's games, you kind of study them. What are some of the things that you most try to learn from them? What are you paying most attention to from their game?
I think that it depends of the moment that I am. Like, for example, if I'm think that I'm defending bad, the last games that I played, so I try to analyze how they defend and what they are doing. But yeah, but normally it's most of that and see if they are doing like any good tricks on the attack that I don't know and how to do it. Because always appears like some kind of metas in the game that you do. And yeah, I just try to find them and see people who are doing and how they do that.
No. You're so good at picking out, like when a pass is made, just going ahead and intercepting and being able to look at that. That's ridiculous. Speak it into existence and not in a good way.
Do you play any other video games?
I play Fortnite. I play Counter-Strike as well.
Oh yeah.
And I play, but like I play not most of the time because like I already like think that I play sometimes too much, and yeah, just on my free time I just sometimes don't look for like playing another game.
Paolo, if we play another game, Call of Duty or Halo or something, I promise you I'll be a lot more competitive.
Especially
Yeah,
if we
yeah.
play
And
Halo.
I'll be less competitive.
Apparently, Tyler's really good at Halo.
Yeah, I was seeing the podcast. He was saying that he was good on Halo. So I never played, so it might
Oh.
be fair.
Well, see, what?
Have you ever had someone trash talk you like right in the middle of a game, like while you're just playing? And I've seen you play, and you're usually pretty quiet. But like, is there just like a loudmouth that just comes in and just starts trash talking you nonstop?
Like, I don't think that on the professional level I had this, but when I was younger and used to play like tournaments in Brazil, like small tournaments, there used to be like the crowd like be just like behind me and yelling and but this happened. So I feel that this was good because I was really younger when that happened, so I kind of got calm for the kind of got used to the pressure, you know.
Yeah, like for a while they had like the Madden tournament like on ESPN for a while, and I don't know if I could be on that. Like,
No.
not because I'm terrible at Madden, but like the trash talk that they do when they're playing that, I would
Oh,
just
no.
take my
What was
controller
that?
and run over and try to hit him with my controller. At that point, like they just talk so much trash.
I never saw. I want to see, but it's like how like it's just 1v1 or it's like a lot of players playing.
It's just one versus one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Normally I don't see like much trash talking like on these tournaments, but yeah, on FIFA sometimes it happens. Like some guys likes to trash talk, but yeah, didn't happen to me yet. Maybe I trash talk to someone.
If you need some practice, now is the perfect time.
True.
No.
Tyler, maybe you
Yeah.
should do some subs.
What do you think that's actually going to make a difference in this? What are we doing?
Oh,
What are we doing? What are we
I don't
doing?
know.
The freaking AI in this game.
Is that who we're blaming here?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, just
Oh my God.
just making sure.
I'm going to blame everything I can. Okay.
Okay.
So a question here: how do you reset your mentality between games? It's very easy for this
yeah.
game to frustrate people.
Yeah, true. Like I think that like we need just to move on. Like it's hard because sometimes you lose a game and kind of stay like thinking, oh, I could do that different, and wow, this shot didn't go in. So I think that you need to kind of work that in yourself. Like I try to do that, and yeah, be kind of know that everything can happen, and like these situations, I need just to reset myself and play my game.
Well, I hope this
I
is a
couldn't.
much more relaxing experience before you get ready to go. do real competition.
Yeah. It's funny. It's been funny.
What in the world?
Well, I'm nervous for him now because he said before big tournaments he practices against like other pros and to get ready, like, and that gets him right. What happens
Yeah.
when he plays you? Like, if I don't know, like this might
I
give him
don't
a ton
know,
of
man.
confidence. This might give him
If
too much
anything goes
confidence, Tyler.
wrong, I already know who to blame.
Oh no.
Pressure.
The trash talking starting. I love it. I love it.
Ah.
Oh,
Get
you're
out-
doing
out
so
of-
well.
I know. I actually moved the ball and put a shot on goal again. I
All
got
right, Tyler. The score is
everybody
28-3. Can you come
Shut
back?
your
It's
mouth.
28-3.
Nope. Do you know that reference, Paolo?
Terrible reference.
28-3.
Yeah. Do you know that?
Wait. What is that?
It's okay if you don't. It's American football.
The Falcons blew the Super Bowl. They were up 28-3
Oh,
at
yeah.
half, and
I know the story.
Oh.
Yeah, that was sad, man. I'm not like a big fan of football. I heard that because I went to a Falcons game and kind of got like asked some information like, "Hey, have the Falcons won the Super Bowl and that stuff?" And yeah, I know that team was a big comeback. Was against Tom Brady,
Yep. Yep. That's like a cuss word around these parts.
yeah.
Dude, it's crazy. Like, even when somehow I'm able to put a foot in to dispossess you, you end up with the ball back every single time.
Yeah, it's just hard to explain, but yeah, I believe that
Oh, like I've gotten the
I
ball. I
kind
can't
of
even make passes.
it's easier for me to know like what's going to happen. I most of the things I kind of know like the reaction of the game, so it's one of the things that
Ooh, got
Does
away
your
from-
work affect the way you watch a game in terms of speed of play or human tactics, for example?
Ooh.
what I don't know. Like I try to sometimes watch, but I think it's too different, like the real football sometimes. But yeah, I just like to watch, and sometimes I try to see look as a FIFA player to the game, but it's also hard because it's very very different.
Yeah. Messi or Ronaldo?
Ronaldo
Oh,
always.
oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh, look, he just murdered him.
Oh wow.
Just foul him, Tyler.
I've been thinking. I'm just gonna. Oh my
Just gonna
God! How
block.
dare you? How dare you?
No way.
I
That was
need another.
unnecessary, Paulo.
Oh, I'm gonna get a.
No
Oh,
way.
Uh,
Was a good goal from Thiago. I
it
need
was
to
beautiful.
admit that.
It was beautiful. I know art when I see it.
So, Tyler, we're thinking there's still time for a comeback?
Shh. Look, I don't need y'all drinking the haterade, okay?
why don't you put friend of the show Nick Firmino in?
You know that's a good idea.
He's going to be mad that you put him out here for this destruction. This is worse than the Columbus game.
Shut up. Oh my God.
It must be Star Wars Day at the stadium right now.
No,
Stop.
no,
Ah.
Tommy, no.
Oh.
Where were you going? Nope, nope, nope.
Do you ever just hop on and just play like regular people, like just go to online matchmaking and just play us normal people?
like on Ultimate Team sometimes because we need like to improve our team and that stuff. So we kind of play with normal people, like not pros. But most
Yeah.
of the time I'm playing like practicing with the against the other pros.
Well,
Wow.
that was bad, guys.
No, that was
was bad.
great.
Shh, Tommy. There's no reason to hate here. All right.
Yeah, I considered one, so that's not good.
Yeah. Yeah. 10-1 is never a good day. So is there? I know there was, but is there still like an overall ranking in the world um, of kind of, I guess, like the top 5, top 10, top 20, or whatever EAFC players? Is that a thing that
No,
exists?
no, doesn't have anymore. Like we used it to have, but I think that it's already been like 2 years.
Okay.
Like on FIFA 22, we used it to have, I think. No, only on FIFA 21 we have like the proper like world ranking.
Okay.
But yeah, since then they don't do that anymore. Like, but we have like the world championships and that stuff.
Okay. I see it being asked in here. What's your favorite European team?
Real Madrid,
Okay.
big fan.
Fair. I like it. Um, let's see.
Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite soccer player of all time?
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo, like not just him playing, but what like his mentality and all that things that he represents, and also because he played for Madrid, so that's helps a lot too.
So I had a request, Paolo, coming from somebody special. If you want to adjust the time to make it shorter, we can. But I was told to have you play as a very low division side, and I'll play as Man City, and see how bad you still beat me.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So Tyler, I don't mean to discourage you, but yesterday in the interview, Paulo told me it's not the players as much as it's the person controlling the players.
I am well aware of this, Henry. I'm down.
This
Make
is
it.
the best day ever.
Oh, shut up, Tommy.
You're enjoying this, aren't you, Tommy?
Yeah. This is great.
I'm gonna make you bet your beard on something else besides the LA Galaxy match.
I mean, that's fine. Just
Okay,
I mean,
let me I don't know which team I should get.
Pick some like third division, like English side.
Oh, that's pretty bad, man.
ooh, that 57 there. Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh, you could be Michael Bolton. There we go.
Oh, did I just pass Man City?
Like I
Man,
never
those
heard of
teams are
half of these
bad.
teams.
Scrolled right by 'em. Oh boy.
Okay, I'll go with this one.
Okay, Tyler, you're gonna have Haaland, Kevin De Bruyne, all these guys. Surely, it won't be that bad, right?
Henry, I'm well aware of the superstars that are on Man City.
Are your kids watching this right now?
Yes, they are. They're watching a murder.
Champions
That's
League
amazing.
champions.
It's not even like I can do anything here to make a change.
Would be a real shame if third division. What team is this?
Oh my god. Those
Reading?
guys, man.
Reading? It'd be a
Yeah,
shame
it's
if third
Reading.
division Reading beat Man
Reading
City.
Football Club. Hey, it's the magic of the cup, okay? Magic of the cup.
You're in so
Okay,
much trouble.
We'll be hard this game now. I need to focus.
As if this isn't going to be a cakewalk for you. I'm going to get murdered again.
But don't go into it with that mentality. Come on, Tyler.
You know,
Yeah, we don't believe in you, but you can do it.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that.
Oh boy.
Ugh.
Oh man, my players are
I know, it's like-
slow.
And they're still gonna do something magical.
Oh,
Already the first shot.
they can't shoot.
It's always funny playing with like, oh no, what kind of pass was that?
Tyler.
Oh man, they are so bad.
Yeah, you start playing with these like lower division sides, and it's like everybody has bricks. Wow, what a run!
Oh,
What a
Bricks
ball.
stuck to their feet. That was beautiful.
Tyler,
You
we're
tell me how you
relegating
do
you
that?
off this podcast after this.
Okay, look,
You're
somebody
going to
had to do
Spikes
it.
too.
If I could grab the controller, I'd help you.
Shh. Oh, that was a really, really bad pass.
Oh boy.
It just seems like Paulo has more players.
He
somehow.
does. He has all of them.
He's on a lifelong power play against Tyler. What system, or do you play on the computer?
no, I play on PS5.
Okay. Is that what most of the tournaments are? PS5?
Yeah. Now, kind of like all the professional tournaments are on the PS5.
I have a PS5 for one game. Just Spider-Man. It was the only reason why I bought a PlayStation. Was just to play all the Spider-Man games.
Oh, what's penalty? I think.
What?
A penalty?
What?
Yeah.
No way. Can we get a VAR check on that?
Tyler, I will give you $1. I'll Venmo you right now if you stop this.
Ah. I was hoping he would think I was a total noob and just like send it right down the middle. All right, whatever.
This
So
is
Paulo, you joined. You were signed by Atlanta United when you were pretty young. You were like I think like 16 or 17, something like that. How was it like to be signed by a professional club at that age?
Yeah, it was nice. I was 16 at the time, and yeah, it was nice. Like I something that for sure like I didn't expect because I was like too young, and also starting on the pro scene of FIFA. So like for me, it was like really nice to start like playing MLS and having a club supporting me. So it was really incredible.
Must have felt a lot of pressure, huh?
Huh?
Did you feel a lot of pressure being signed by a pro club at 16?
I know that that represented a pressure, but I think that I deal very good with the depression, so I was fine with that.
Wow.
You know who's not dealing very well with pressure? Tyler is not
I'm
dealing
dealing
with the
great with
reading
pressure.
pressure right now.
Okay.
Uh,
It's Reading.
Reading, yeah, sorry, my American is showing.
that's okay.
Come on, Tyler, get one, please.
Yeah, I
It's
figured
hard to defend these players, but we are making the job.
you're doing fine. Oh my god, I got an offside call.
It's gonna be 10 years later. He's gonna be telling his grandkids, "I scored 1 goal.
Yeah, I did, man. And
One
I'm proud of it.
goal."
Back in my day. Okay, and then let's walk it out, buddy. Come on, Yasko.
Is there, when you pick your rosters of who you have, is there a person that always has to be on your team every
Oh
time?
no, what was that?
Uh,
Jeez, a Lou, dude.
Mostly Mbappe. I think that Mbappe is very good, and Haaland. Haaland, like in these FIFA, he's EAFC actually. He's very very good. So I think that these two normally are in all of my teams.
Being a pro, do you get like access to the game early?
No, we don't, unfortunately. We get access to the beta actually. You know, like the beta of the game.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we kind of test the game, but yeah, it's so different. Like the beta to the demo to the real game. So yeah, it doesn't matter a lot. I think.
It's always weird sometimes, especially early on in the game. Like people complain about like how fast the game is, and then there's an update, right? And then the update kind of completely changes the game at some points. Do
Yeah,
you ever
like
notice that?
yeah, for sure. It's something that the community like discuss a lot. Like when is going to be the first update, like so we can play like the real game because always happens that like the game is like away and then they take like 1 month or
Ah,
something, then the update just changes everything and feels like a new game. This first update of the game is really, really changeful.
I'm
Oh
just
man,
going for it. I'm going
this
for it
guy,
at this
man.
point. I have no other options.
He's like this close to just like rounding your keeper and then backheeling.
Oh look, he did something fancy. What are we doing?
I was trying to look
No.
for
Go.
a
So
towel to
close.
throw in, but I can't find one.
Thanks, buddy.
No problem. Ooh.
Man, the
Nah,
passes of these players are not good.
What were they ranked? Or was it like 2.5
Sixth
stars?
something. A central defender that was like the pace, the acceleration was like 40, man. I think that I can run more than 40 on the game. If I'm on
Do you ever play like
EAFC.
career mode or anything and like put yourself in the game and just have fun with
Uh,
it?
yeah. I used it to play a lot of career mode, like when I was younger and was not a pro. So yeah, I use it to do that things.
It just seems
I was,
like you know exactly where he's going to pass, where he's going, what he's going to do.
he does.
Kind of that anticipation. How long would you say it like took you to kind of build up that ability to read players so well?
I don't know, and this is something that I was like looking at myself's gameplay and was like thinking that this is curious because like I was playing and there was a moment that I did a pass and the player was not like on my radar on the like the screen and I didn't look like to the mini map inside the game and like but I knew that the player was going to be there even if I'm not seeing him. So this is fun because I think that I kind of masterize the game so much, like play so much time that we kind of get used to it, and we know like the most of things that are going to happen. Even it's something that in the moment, like I don't even think on it, but like kind of my mind, it's already on it, you know.
Well, I mean, that's one of those things that happens when you put so much time and effort into a game, right? And or into anything, I guess, really. You get to the point where a lot of these things they just become second nature.
Yeah, it's like I think that exactly this like just happens and kind of it's something that I do like without thinking, you know. It just
Yeah.
flows. But like of course it's because I played like a lot of time and that stuff. But I think that how many like more you play, more you kind of do that and get used to the game.
How do you prepare for a game or like a whole day of gaming?
Uh like for example, we have Friday tournament, so uh I'm just like uh trying to have a good night of sleep. I think that is one of the most important things to have a good sleep before the tournament. Uh, and yeah, like play a few matches, not that much, like one, two matches before the actual tournament starts. And
I'm so sorry. That
what a penalty, man, again.
ah,
Ah,
He's going to Penenka you.
yep.
Oh,
Oh,
I should have just stood there again.
and like, but
Uh,
yeah, like just doing that and getting warmer for the game, have a good night of sleep, eating good food, and yeah, just being focused, like trying to not connect with a lot of other things that are happening. Just focus on that moment on the game.
seems like all the
how
Call of Duty players and all them, they all like just are stuck on energy drinks. Like you just figure like 99% of their blood is just sugar while they're playing Call of Duty.
Yeah, like I'm not a big fan of doing that. Like I like to maybe have a Red Bull before I start playing or a coffee, but not actually like playing with that. Just I you know when I'm playing, I'm just drinking water and that stuff. But normally a cup of coffee just gets me good to go.
Are there different rules when you're playing in a tournament? Like, do you still only get like a certain amount of pauses a game?
Yeah, we can like it's pretty much the same, but like we can pause like three times during the game. Uh, but yeah, besides that, like the time is a bit different. So like the matches, like when you are playing, like for example now, it's like six
oh,
minutes each half. When we are playing competitive, it's like 9 minutes each half. So the match is a bit longer.
which is crazy because it seems like they go so much quicker.
Yeah, yeah, but like the time of the game actually changed a lot. Like, but when we are playing, I don't feel the much difference between like for example last year that was in 6 minutes, then when it was now in 9 minutes. But I think that it's something that changes more like when I'm practicing not that much, but like in the tournament, it just feels like the same. It feel like the game's fast.
What's one of the best memories that you've had of just overall like places that you've been playing EA or FIFA? Like, what are just some of the I guess those moments that you look back on and you're like, man, I'm so glad I've been able to be blessed to do this.
Yeah, I think that there are two moments that are the most important to me. Was when I won eMLS Cup. Was really important. Uh, because like it was something that I always aimed for, and was also really close to get it. So penalty again, man.
Ah,
At least I went the right way.
And the other moment was when we won the E Nations, like it's kind of the World Cup of national teams.
Yeah.
And I won the E Nations with Brazil, and yeah, it was really important. My father was there watching, and yeah, we were in Saudi Arabia at that moment. It was really, really a big moment for me.
And now you could add being on Scarves and Spikes to that list.
the highest
Sure.
honor.
What's the
No.
term? Giving it that old college try there, Tyler. I think you tried.
Oh yeah, I gave it my best effort here, guys.
I could hear you just pounding those buttons, Tyler.
Yeah,
Every
man.
pass by pass, it's getting just angrier.
I'm not angry at all. I knew. Look, going into this, I knew I was going to get destroyed, and that's okay. That's okay. We've gotten to the point.
Wow.
Man,
Just
look
like
like how
butter.
weak was the shot, man. The players are
Just send
not
Nathan
good.
Ake to
Look.
freaking.
You have a touchdown.
And an
Yeah,
extra
yeah,
point.
true.
Yep.
He's going for the 2-point conversion now.
Yep.
We have a question. Do you listen to the game audio while playing?
Yeah, I like to. Some people like to hear music and that stuff, but I just like to hear like the game itself. I don't know why, but yeah.
Do you listen to it with the commentary or without it?
No, without. Oh my God.
Oh, I can imagine with the
Do you
commentary.
imagine?
Old.
No, when I used to play, like because I play a lot also, like I knew every single word of the commentators. I couldn't
The
really.
crossbar is still
And like,
reverberating.
of course, now that I'm a pro and I can't play like with the commentators like distracting me on the song.
When you were doing the MLS tournament during COVID, like, what was that like? Because like the world was just terrible at that point, right? And then you get to do this cool thing.
Yeah,
Like,
was pretty fun. Like, of course, was not in the ideal circumstances because like I was playing from Brazil against someone that was here in US, but it was really fun and was good because we could entertain people. Was some different uh, experience for me. Like I played with Franco, the tournament was really good. Also the eMLS, but yeah, it kind of was bad for me because I was in Brazil, so I couldn't compete properly on the eMLS since I was there. But yeah, it was nothing much that we could do. I couldn't travel to here, and yeah.
Let me swap it up real
did you?
quick.
And you got a trophy for that, right? Wasn't there? Didn't they like make trophies for the two of you?
Yeah, they made. It's there in my home. The tournament was pretty cool tournament. I think that they should do more of that one because kind of integrates the esports players with the rest, like the real play the players of the field. So it's really good.
Well, yeah, there were no sports on at all. So like, you turn it on and you just either saw replays or you turn on. Well, I think it was like on Fox Sports or something that you just turn on and there's just guys playing FIFA. It's like, oh, that's
Yeah,
cool. Like that's just something that you wouldn't expect to see on TV.
yeah, true. Yeah, I think that was very, very good tournament. I think that they should do more of that.
Well, I scored a goal. That's all I care about. I'm so happy about that.
No, you play good, man.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Ah! How
He's
dare
getting
you.
good at the trash talk. He's getting good.
Come
I
back
don't know.
any-
If it just
anytime you
came to
wanna
him
just trash
now,
talk
it's
more,
good.
Hey, anytime you want to just up your game with the trash talking, you go to the championships and you just want to be like, hey, I learned that in Scarves and Spikes. Come on back.
Okay, sure.
Paulo, where can everybody find you in terms of social media and everything else?
It's Paulo Neto 999 on every social media, Instagram, Twitter. So just follow there and see me on the tournaments, and yeah, I can just post the updates of the tournaments and which tournaments I'm going to play.
Cool. Anything else you want to tell the fans?
No, I just want to say thank you guys for having me here, and also thanks the fans for the support through all the season. And yeah, I have tournament this week, so hope that everyone can watch and support me there.
Well,
Good luck.
yeah, good luck. Best of luck to you. You're welcome back anytime. You can teach me some more stuff. Actually show me how to play the game instead of murdering me in it. But no, we appreciate it very much so.
Thank you guys. Have a good night. And
Thank
yeah,
you.
Good
see
luck,
you guys
Paulo.
soon.
Thanks for coming
Bye
on.
bye.
See ya.
See ya. This Twitter account just started following me. It was called Tyler's Father.
Yeah, was it a picture of Paolo?
Yeah, he
I bet it
created a
was.
burner while he was playing you.
Yeah, probably in all that time he had possession.
He's leveled up his trash talk.
Cheers, gents.
Oh yeah. It was like that scene in the Mighty Ducks movie where they were like trying to teach the one of the kids how to trash talk, and like he acted like he didn't know anything, and all of a sudden he just flew out of his mouth. It was
Well,
great.
you know, maybe we can say that Paulo Neto came in here and he upped some part of his EAFC game, even if it's just how much he can talk crap to his competition. I'm okay with that.
How you gonna celebrate that one goal?
I'm going to celebrate that one goal as if I just won the World Cup. Thank you very much. That
Just go
one
in,
goal
like,
means a
take a
lot.
If you
Screenshot.
celebrate too much, you know you have to name the next child Paulo.
Well, that's over with. That's over with. That's not
I scored
happening
one goal. It's like when people have
I bet you I could have a beer.
make kids after a Super Bowl win. I scored one goal.
That wasn't embarrassing at all.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. It takes a real person to get up here and get. What was the aggregate score? Like 20-1.
I don't even know, man.
Whew.
That was good. That was good. But no, I appreciate Paolo. I appreciate everybody, hooking him up to be able to come on. And obviously, the article that Henry wrote is great. The link is up there if you haven't checked it out. It's going in the chat again right there. You'll go read it. Lots of good info. And yeah, go support Paolo this weekend. He's going for the next piece of the entire season for EAFC. So
League Series 2 this weekend, and then eMLS Cup the weekend after.
Yep. It's a busy time. Hopefully he'll get to kiss a lot more trophies in the next week and a half, 2 weeks.
So we have to give him a trophy now, right? Since he beat you?
Yeah.
The Scars and Spikes Invitational Cup.
Yeah.
The one goal baby boom.
That's what I was leading to.
That was good.
Well, at least we have a game to talk about this week, right? Oh, wait. We're on a bye week. Stupid
How dare
MLS.
you. How dare you?
Ridiculous. You just gave me a full, real quick. The new scheduling of how
Is this the
MLS
Tommy
is
rant?
set up. No. This is
okay.
this is the happiness. The happiness. I love how MLS was set up. I absolutely loved it. How it was set up this weekend. You got your early games, you got your middle of the afternoon games, then you got your night games, and you got a couple more spread out there. Before it was like everything was 7:00, the occasional 5:00 one. But like I watched more MLS this weekend, and I was driving home for 2 hours after the 2:00 game. I still ended up watching more MLS this weekend than I did any other weekend last year because of how they set it up. Bravo, Apple.
That was our biggest gripe last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just couldn't watch as many games as you wanted to watch unless you were paying attention to the whip around show, which, to be fair, is great. I think they do a great job with it, but I don't always want to watch every other. Like I want to be able to focus in on a match, see the tactics, and see the changes, and see the whole match play out, not jump back and forth, over and over again. So yeah, I like having them spread out. It made me really happy.
And I mean, if you're at the stadium for one of the games too, you probably miss like almost a whole day of MLS action, depending on like where you live. You have to drive back. Uh, you get there early. You don't get there at kickoff, obviously. So like that kind of thing. You're limited. Like before, you were limited to maybe like 2 games on Saturday if you were at the stadium. So I mean, I'm a big fan of that. I think a lot of people complained about it, and I'm glad that it was addressed. So yeah, that's great. I don't know if y'all want to touch on some news that came out earlier today about the Open Cup.
Enlighten
We
everybody.
qualified, baby. We qualified.
Atlanta United
Qualified for the Open Cup.
qualified. The only Eastern Conference team to qualify to the Open Cup, because everyone else was Western Conference. By the way, I don't remember who was like the first person to report this. I'd have to look it up. But they basically said like I believe it was the next 7 MLS teams in last year's Supporters Shield standings that didn't make CCL. So that would be, I believe, Atlanta, Seattle, LAFC, San Jose, Sporting Kansas, RSL, and I'm missing one.
You said LAFC?
Did I get them all?
I think.
I'm missing one of them. It'll occur to me at some point. But
carry on. I'll pull it up. You keep going.
But yeah, so
I'm pretty sure Jeff Carlisle was the one that first reported it.
Jeff Carlisle? Right. Okay. So he reported.
I got the list here.
Official. It's not official yet. But I think he said it was, very, very close. And then I believe the rest of the MLS teams are going to be sending their MLS Next Pro teams, including, you have some independent teams in there that are also going to be participating. So yeah, Open Cup seeing a big change to the format. Obviously, this was a big area of contention during the off season when the whole drama of it was going down. What do you guys think of this? Is it a good compromise?
Stupid. They should just went back to what it was. I don't think there should be a compromise.
No, I agree. I'm going to go on a rant, so carry on, because I'm about to go on a rant.
I just think it's cool. Like, I think this tournament's just so unique when you've got, you're playing teams that, can sneak through and beat MLS teams. I mean, remember that empty stadium game that we had? Remember it got moved because the field was so bad, so they had to move it to another stadium. Like, they were talking about, like, one of the guys was a school teacher on the team.
Yeah.
Like, and they almost beat us.
Yeah.
Right? It took, like, a couple goals at the end for Atlanta to end up going through. And, like, you just scored 1 goal, right, against this guy. Like, these guys.
It's the magic of the cup.
Right. That's a cool story to tell. And then you could just go say that, this, bartender or high school teacher scored a goal on Brad Guzan. Like, those are cool stories that, like, just live on. And I think that's just the what makes it fun. But then last year, like, you could just tell, like, once it went to Bleacher Report, and, like, grateful that Bleacher Report showed it, but what a mess. That tournament had to go to Bleacher Report. Like, ESPN had it. ESPN Plus should be taking every piece of media that they can get and throwing it on there. And, like, it was so cool when you had it on there because you could put 4 games on at once, which that's another rant for another day, that Apple only gives that to people that buy the new fancy Apple TV. Like, that's ridiculous that they're only offering that up to that. But, like, that was so cool about that cup. And, like, now you got to go to websites to try to find some of these games and then stream it to your TV if you don't want to watch it on your computer.
Me and Henry have stories about that from earlier in this Open Cup season, covering it for the cup.us. Streams.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Like, throw money into this thing. It's what the oldest soccer trophy in right, the country? Isn't
the oldest cup competition in the country.
Yeah.
Cup.
Give it the respect. Give it respect.
Right, yes. Give it respect. So, like, for all the reasons you just mentioned, you're taking away the longest piece of history for the game that we love in this country, for a country that admittedly doesn't have anywhere near as much history about the game as pretty much every other country on earth, right? Like you're you're taking something that is really really magical and really really special to a lot of clubs and a lot of people. And maybe we don't look at it from the big money making perspective. That's not what it's supposed to be. This is supposed to be about, especially in a country that doesn't have relegation and promotion. You're looking at when a team. I'm here in South Atlanta. Georgia Revolution is a very close, very very close team to me. For them to be able to go and potentially play a team like Atlanta or Charlotte or Nashville or even a USL side, a championship side, that's magical. That is fun for them because these guys, a lot of them, yeah, they've got day jobs. I remember watching so many years of the Open Cup, and the commentators would always pick out like one or two players, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, that guy's a trash truck driver in the middle of the week, right?" Or he's a tech guy or whatever, and you're shafting that entire competition, and I hate it. I hate it so much, and I know there's a lot of people that don't care because they think, oh, it's just another competition. It's more that we have to worry about in terms of fitness and everything else, already congested. Bump that, man. Give me Open Cup every year with every MLS team in it, every lower division side that you can fit into it, and make it fun. Put it somewhere, whether it's ESPN Plus or have WB with Bleacher Report, make it really big. I don't care, but make it a big thing. Make it a big thing because these teams deserve it. These teams absolutely deserve it. They work their butts off nonstop. And this is for most teams in this country, this is their biggest thing that they'll have happen. And you're taking it away. And so I say all that, and then I'm like, all right, cool. Atlanta's in it. They only have 7 other MLS teams to play against potentially to go and win it all. But no, don't compromise with the Open Cup. I don't like it. I want you to have the Open Cup the way it's always been and let people enjoy it. Just US soccer, step up and put some money into it, right? Like put some money into it, make it a big thing. Throw the money at it because you have partners now that want to do it, that can do it. Just make it happen.
Why can the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup continue to matter in like England, for example, or in Spain? They have a similar tournament. I think like Copa del Rey, Copa de España, something like that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, the Pokal and
these,
Germany. You got every country for the most part has them.
yeah.
Well, I'll
And
answer that
so,
question. Watch those games. The crowds are there. The
yeah,
crowds go to those games though. Like the teams are making money doing that. I went to the Open Cup game against Columbus. There was like 200 people there maybe.
Yeah. But again, but that's the thing. It comes back to it needs to be promoted. And I thought watching it as a fan was great when it was on ESPN Plus. But now, and I understand the earlier stages where you have teams that it's very difficult to go and film every one of these teams, these lower division sides. I watched a stream last year to cover a match, an Open Cup match, and Henry knows what I'm talking about because I was trying to get his advice and his translation skills. But it was somebody literally with one camera, and a storm blew in 3 minutes into it. They left the camera rolling. Everybody dipped out off the pitch. The storm blew in, blew the camera over, and you had a live feed of a sideways soccer pitch for about an hour. And then they picked the game back up finally, restarted the stream, and the home team that was doing the stream ended up winning 7-0. And so it's chaos, but it's so much fun to watch because you don't get to see these teams otherwise. And I hate that it's potentially going by the wayside. I hate that.
and just to add to what Tyler is saying, I also covered a couple of matches for the Cup .us. Believe like late in the fall. Tyler is actually the one that drew me in, got me to go to cover the first one, and they were both played in like just high school football fields. That's literally where they're played. They're not played in big stadiums. They're not played like at fancy like club training grounds. No, these are just high school football fields that the bleachers are full of, like, not full, but they have sporadically placed parents, friends, family, just all these people, and the atmosphere is different too, right? It's no Mercedes-Benz Stadium, MLS Cup final where you have like 70 something thousand fans yelling, waving flags, cheering, chanting. No, you just have these people cheering on, their friends, their family, just who are playing in a tournament and have the potential to face professional clubs later down the line. Because a lot of these clubs that enter at the beginning, I mean, Sharktopus FC, right? I think there was
Yeah.
like, what was it, like something Hungarians from like Philadelphia or something like that.
You had the
Like
Ukrainian Nationals, which was a club, not a group of people.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So you have all of these just like random put together, just like amateurish teams, and while no one's expecting these teams to make the final bracket or get like very far, there is kind of that David versus Goliath story that everyone loves to see, and you love to root for the underdog. And I think that's ultimately where kind of that cup magic comes from. A couple years ago, when Orlando won U.S. Open Cup, they beat like Sacramento in the final,
Sacramento. Yep.
right? An MLS team.
Odd on their training.
It was an MLS team against a lower division team
Yep.
in the final. That's crazy, right? But it can happen. The fact that it can happen should kind of show that, yes, you have teams from different divisions, but it doesn't mean that there's not a chance for those lower division teams to make the dream happen. Sure, Sacramento didn't win, but they made it to the final,
Yeah.
and they had a chance. I think a couple of years ago, Union Omaha was like a third division team. They made it to like the quarterfinal or the semifinal, something like that.
Yep.
And like their support was pretty significant. You saw their fans really, really like fill out the sections that they had. I think they went to Minnesota United, and there was a whole like their section was
Yeah.
pretty
A whole
full.
supporter section. Yep.
And that's the thing, right? Like when you give it the attention that it deserves, I think the Open Cup can be something very special. It is one of the major tournaments to win still.
It still gets you
And
a Champions Cup spot.
exactly. And so I don't I earlier when the plans were kind of being announced to take MLS out of the Open Cup, I wasn't completely against it, but now I'm kind of seeing kind of this side of, well, yeah, there is this sense of magic to it. There is this kind of thing that sets it apart. And sure, you're not going to have Atlanta United versus Cruz Azul every week, or Club America versus, like, I don't know, FC Cincinnati, but you're going to have different storylines that make the tournament more special. So
Yeah.
that's my 2 cents on it.
Yeah, and to piggyback on that, you have U.S. soccer and any soccer federation in the world is going to have some part of it that's just not going to make money. And that's okay, because I think the long-term reward for putting a little bit of money into it and investing money into it is worth it, because you think about MLS now, and I love the Apple TV deal for how convenient it is, for what it does in terms of just I can tune in to any match in MLS, Champions Cup. I can see it, right? And now I guess the downside of that is, yeah, you might not have the people that are casual fans being able to tune into an afternoon match because they're not going to catch it on live TV, right? But with the Open Cup, some of these teams are legitimate down home, middle of nowhere. I think about like the Villages FC down in Florida. That's a retirement community. That is a retirement community, if you didn't know that. And they have a soccer team. And you look at some of these other Sharknado, another one, such a random club. A, a, a Thursday night or a Saturday night for people that are maybe casual fans that go and say, you see the club pushing what their matches, right? And you decide on a weekend in a smaller town, a smaller community, you're going to go out and catch a game, and you fall in love with the game. And the chance that you have to follow that team and be a part of that soccer atmosphere can only grow so far in the United States. It can only be so big because of the way things are set up now. But then you take the Open Cup, and there's always that little sliver of hope that you're going to play against a team that is much bigger than you, that is much more profound than you, and you have a chance to go and potentially win. And we've seen it happen. She's saying put some respect on the Village FC's name. Yeah, I don't want to. It's a very roundabout way of saying it. I'm on a rant, but I just don't want to see it taken away. I don't want to see it delegitimized in any way. And it's still the easiest way into a Champions Cup spot, no matter which way you look at it. And I think it has importance whether it's making money or not.
And even if you're like a lower division team that just gets absolutely like curb stomped by an MLS side, like the memory of playing an MLS team will stay with you forever. Like Tyler, I'm sure the memory of playing Paulo Neto is going to stick in your mind forever, even though you
Always.
lost. How much was it? Like 10-1, 11-1?
I mean, it was
It's gonna
10
be
to
in
1
my
the first,
mind forever.
but there was always that one goal. There was always the one goal.
And you'll
Can't
never
take that away
forget
from me.
it. You'll never forget it.
Nope. Magic of the Cup,
I
baby.
just watched that movie Next Goal Wins. Have you seen
I
that?
got to go see that. I've been waiting for it to come out in December. And
It's
I
on
still haven't
Disney
watched
now and Hulu. But like it kind of reminded me of that. Like it's a really good movie. You should check that out.
it. Yeah, I heard it was good.
But it reminded me. You just said like they score one goal. Like the whole part of it. They just score one goal. Score one goal. They just keep saying it over and over.
And I did that today.
Yeah, but like, I wish you could like do Open Cup on the weekends. Like that would be great. I understand it why you can't, but yeah, like on a Wednesday, like Cleveland SC was in there, and just like you said, it was in a high school football stadium, right? And there's like 35, 40 people there, and like 6 of them have flares. It's just hilarious. It's like, okay, that's they're just doing this, and like, yeah, those people are having a ton of fun. But when you think about the money that it costs to do some of these type of things, and to get cameras out there to be able to film this, like it's got to be losing money, especially early on. And like that's just where you got to try to be able to find some good sponsors to this, right? Yeah. Good sponsors, good TV coverage, and then make it something bigger than what it is. But I think that's their goal here, and didn't one guy resign or get fired, and now they have like someone new in charge of this? Isn't that what the story was?
I believe so. I know Stu Holden like resigned from his post with was it like the Open Cup? It was some committee that has something to do with that.
Yep.
Yeah. Get new people in there. Try to figure it out.
One thing I also wanted to say was to me, it kind of doesn't make sense, the timing of taking MLS teams out of Open Cup. Like think of it this way. If your problem is viewership, right? Is getting people to actually see it, go to the games and stuff like that. Well, you've just brought the best player in the history of this game to this league, to MLS, right? You would think that would in part help to solve that problem, because anywhere that Messi's going to be, people around the world, like eyes around the world, are going to be watching that game, no matter if it's on like ESPN Plus or like, I don't know, wherever it is, right? People are going to be watching it. So you bring him, he could solve that viewership problem for you. And right when he gets to this league is when you decide to take a whole bunch of MLS teams out and start this moving out phase.
Could you imagine Lionel Messi going to a high school football field in like Baxter Springs, Oklahoma, and being forced to play an Open Cup match? And how many people would still show up for that? It would
Exactly.
be insane.
And that's
And
the
it would
whole
be so
thing.
much
Like,
fun.
you have Messi. Messi solves your viewership problem. So why do this now? It's just kind of, yeah. It's a crappy situation all around.
Yeah, I agree. I guess the silver lining is if Atlanta, by this report, Atlanta ends up in it, you got to take it seriously. You have to take it seriously. And I mean, this is your opportunity. And I don't want to say easy. It's one of the easier opportunities to get back in Champions Cup. And I've been harping on it for all of the offseason and the preseason. Success for Atlanta United this year is getting back into Champions Cup. So if this is the format, take advantage of it. I don't want it to be the format from now on, but if it is this year, take advantage of it. All right, so we get back to Atlanta United at home, March 9th, home opener. You need to come out to the Signia Hotel, the big glass hotel that has opened up right next to Mercedes-Benz Stadium. You can come in from the backyard, go up the escalators to the 4th floor. Follow the escalators, will take you right up to the Nest on 4 bar, or you can come in from outside near the red deck and you'll end up straight in the bar. But come visit us. We're kicking off our live show at 5:30. So on March 9th, 5:30, Nest on 4 bar. You don't need tickets to get in. We're going to give you guys something to tell the bartender to get you some drink specials, and you can come hang out, chat with us. We'll do the live show. We'll get you guys ready for the match, and we'll have a little bit of fun with it. And we're doing a couple of these this year. We're going to do one for She Believes Cup as well. So if you're not going, come out to the bar, hang out. You can watch the game in the bar if you're not going to go in, and you can hang out with us and enjoy some drinks and chill. And maybe we'll have a special guest there then too.
Let me have a talk. I'll have a talk with the wife.
She said, not sure my kids or wife will let me attend. Well,
We'll
put them all on.
If you need us to FaceTime her, we'll have a talk.
We'll have a chat. We'll make some convincing statements. Make it happen.
Sure.
But yeah.
Beers on Tyler. That's what I read.
No. Paulo.
No, you lost. So beers are on you.
No, I know, but he's making all the money. Not me. I'm not making any money playing EAFC.
Appreciate it, Bruno. That actually goes back to one of our first episodes.
It does. With my
when
brother.
Your brother-in-law said
Yeah.
he had 2 words for me, and I didn't know it was acknowledge me, and I thought it was suck it. Well, there we go. That was one of the early episodes.
But yes, y'all come hang out with us. Sheath, I know you're saying better chance at the She Believes game. Either way, pick one, choose one, come to both. We'll also be there for Copa America as well. So that'll be busy, and it will be super busy, but it'll be a lot of fun. So Hilton.
I got to make Henry a fake ID.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Not. I mean, yeah, for now, but we'll solve that problem in July.
He's getting close. Come Copa.
I thought you were over 21. I was just being a smartass. Well, I'll make you a McLovin, fake ID. It'll work.
Get you a virgin mojito.
Is that just mint?
Basically. Club soda. Mint, club soda, sugar.
One Shirley Temple for my friend Henry over here.
Oh, gosh. Y'all.
And with that, I think it's time to hit the music. We will preview New England next Wednesday.
Yep.
We'll have a good sample size because they've already going to have played 4 games at that point.
That's insane.
Yep. It's going to be a busy MLS week, but y'all stay tuned. ScarvesandSpikes.com. The Twitter, Scarves, the letter N Spikes. You know where to find us. Make sure you follow us, subscribe here. Go hit us up on the website as well. Patreon.com/ScarvesandSpikes too. Get in the Discord. Come hang out with us. And until next time, guys, we will see y'all later. And thank you to Paulo Neto for hopping on with us and murdering me in EAFC.
Thank you for giving me so much joy. I appreciate it.
Whatever.
Now I have to beat you like 10-1.
Good luck. That just leveled me up like beyond. It's over 9,000 at this point.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Maybe next
We'll
time
get
you can
back
score
on. We
2
had
goals
fun.
on
We
it.
had fun the other day. We'll do like a tournament style.
Yeah.
We'll have to figure out how to do it, but we'll
Gotta
figure
start
something
training,
out.
Tyler. Gotta start training.
Hey, I'm putting in
Said
the
he did
sticks
20
tonight.
push-ups.
Yeah. Oh, hey, we're back. Bye, guys.
Where's Sydney when you need him?
Bye.